What is up, y'all? It's Coffee, back with another episode of Coffee Talk, and this one is chock full of a lot of exhilarating, intriguing content, man. So make sure y'all hit them buttons. But can you believe it? Some jerk on the plane got Mike Tyson relapsing on him, going back to his old ways. They brought the old Mike out. Like, can you believe it, man? We'll get to the footage. You'll see it, man. You guys know this kind of individual, right? Just a reportedly intoxicated, drunk, dumb son of a bitch who just never knows when to shut up. Like, we all know this kind of guy. You feel me?
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that. Hey. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that. Let's lose the horse, man. Come on. Hey. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that.
Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out. Man, that shit crazy as fuck.
You should have never gave you his money.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop that.
Mike.
So what do y'all make of it, man, after reviewing that footage, right? Like, did someone say something about shrooms? I don't know, man. But like I said, they done brought the old Mike back out. They had him relapse. You know what I mean? Don't make me relapse on these hoes. Don't make me go back to the old ways. And that's for a fact how Mike Tyson probably felt right here. You know what I mean? He was battling with that inner viciousness that he can just bring out when the time calls for it. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure this is the last thing he wanted to do. As all witnesses on the plane were all saying, yeah, like, this guy just wouldn't leave Mike alone. And real talk, you know what I'm saying? We know at one point in time, Mike Tyson did nothing but train, fight, and just try to be a savage, as they would call it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? A beast, beating the brakes off individuals. Yo, quick side note. You guys know that Mike Tyson actually said back when he was fighting, you know what I mean, when he was Mike Tyson, leading into fights, not just leading into fights, but especially leading into fights, they would have Mike go under hypnosis. So, you know, he was able to channel that inner beast, you know what I mean? And we know nowadays with the podcast, we see Mike Tyson is nothing like he used to be. You know what I mean? He's always talking about the toad, the psychedelic experiences, you know, like we hear Joe Rogan swear by it all the time. Yo, you ever tried DMT? What do you think about DMT, right? Like, Mike Tyson's always talking about that toad. It took him to a place where he felt like he was gonna die, you know, and it just totally changed him as a person. Like, real talk, Mike Tyson is at peace with himself. This guy's been through a lot in his life, aside from, you know, being trained and getting in the mind space just to be, for lack of a better word, a killer. Like I already done said, beast and vicious, like killer. Obviously, you guys know what I mean when I'm saying that, not in the literal sense, but you know, Mike also lost a child, which is a very sad story, drug abuse, all that. And here he sits nowadays, you know, doing his podcast. I don't know if he's still doing the little comedy thing, but he's just a totally different guy, at peace, you know, hates his old self in a sense. I mean, you don't ever want to truly hate yourself, but when you hear him open up and speak about things, he just can't believe that's how he used to be. And then he gets on the plane with this guy, and you see the guy's just obnoxious, again, reportedly overly intoxicated. The guy that was with him, I guess, took a selfie with Mike, and people said that Mike told this guy like 100 times, yo, my man, calm down, be easy. And like I said, they said something about shrooms. Like, I don't know if Mike gave someone shrooms. Like, that's what I'm getting worried about on this situation as well, guys. Like, we know there's always two different things when it comes to, you know, what's right and what's legal and stuff like that. And in this situation, from just what we're seeing, it's an easy, clear call to say that this guy probably deserved a couple japs in the mouth. You know what I mean? But as we know, they don't play around on airplanes and airports. To be quite honest with you, I'm surprised Mike Tyson was able to walk off the plane without incident. You know what I mean? Like I said, guys, we're talking about what's right, what's legal, two different things. I'm not saying I want to see Mike get arrested, but normally anything that goes down on a plane, you're detained. Any kind of case you can catch, from my understanding, is a Fed case. Normally there's air marshals on the plane, you know. So, but word is that after all this went down, Mike told him 100 times, "Yo, my man, chill." And reportedly, before it even got to that point where he told him to calm the fuck down, he had put up with a lot of the fuckery already. Like we saw in that footage, he's pointing, he's talking all this nonsense, he's all in his face. I mean, how much can one really take of that? So he steals off on him, you know what I mean? Busts him in the face a couple times, bloodied up his face, and they say right after that walked off the plane. So this must have been right as they were landing. Like, damn, Mike, if you waited that long, you could have waited just a few more moments. Again, I'm not saying Mike was wrong, but I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Could Mike catch a case? Because we're also hearing dude got off that plane and went right to the police. So there's definitely going to be an investigation open. And again, if things go by what's right, they'll probably should say, yo, you were in his space. He was defending himself. Why would you fuck with Mike Tyson, etc., etc.? But if they go 100% by the book, I don't know. You know, Mike could maybe find himself in some trouble. And then that whole shroom thing. Like, because did you guys hear him say something like, oh, he should have never gave you or something? And the guy, too, with the camera recording stuff, definitely seemed to be gassing this guy up, in my opinion, just from the little bit of footage we saw. A lot of times people who are in that state of mind and don't know how to act, when someone's egging them on or recording, or they're just getting any kind of attention in any way, they get extra turned up. You know, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this guy thought he was going to be the next viral internet star, but you're the next viral douchebag. You're a jackass, my man. Whoever you are, wherever you are, the fuck is wrong with you? So comment, guys. What do you think will come of this? I mean, hopefully logic in good prevails, and they just say, hey, you shouldn't have been in the space, jackass. Next up, man, we got Kyrie Irving fined $50,000 for giving the Boston crowd the middle finger, profane language, obscene gestures, and all that. And yo, this little footage of him, like, he's cracking me up the way he's mocking the crowd and everything. But I guess he just said the fans crossed the line. Like, Boston fans are always have the, word is that they're one of the worst crowds. Like in all sports, in all Boston sports, many athletes have said, yo, them fans are brutal, yo. They don't leave you alone, and you know what I mean? And then obviously we throw into the fact that he used to play for Boston. And I guess this has been going on since last season. They're always on his ass out there. They're always booing him. They're always yelling at him. I guess last season someone threw a bottle at him and almost hit him. But during this game, this playoff game, he had finally had enough. Every time he touched the ball, the fans were just booing him. Like, go watch all the clips out there. It's absolutely insane. Like, they love to fuck with Kyrie. They love to hate him. And I guess in the end, they accomplished what they wanted, right? They got under his skin enough where he reacted on it. And here he is, $50,000 fine. Jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about all this. And also, let me know your thoughts on that particular playoff series. But real talk, I feel for Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these Boston fans are brutal. And the fact that he played there, like, they just can't leave this man alone. They're also known to, at times, go with the racial slurs, from what I've heard about a lot of Boston fans as well. And Kyrie has actually said that himself. So, I mean, how much can one really take? You know what I mean? And then last up, man, a quick update. This came up during our live stream last night. Thanks you for all that tuned in. Lon the Don. Fat Prophet was in there. Jay Millie. Who is that? Renna. there was a few other cats out there. If I didn't name anyone, apologize. Oh, Casey. We can't forget Casey. Sorry, Casey. But there was a few other people who breezed through real quick. You know, we were reacting to all this craziness and fluckery going on with Whack 100. You know what I mean? Reportedly having dirt on everyone, having everyone's private videos. If that is indeed true, I still don't know if I believe that BS. But last night when we were in the live, you know, people started talking a little bit about ASAP. Why'd I say it like that? That probably sounded wow, stupid, or what, cringy, right? But yeah, man, ASAP Rocky got bagged up at LAX. And man, this is tough for ASAP. You know what I'm saying? A few years ago, we remember that incident he had in Sweden. And, you know, he had to sit up in custody over there for a little while. But all in all, things got dealt with and he was able to get the fuck home. I still say that was a BS situation, right? Like, those dudes that were following ASAP and his entourage over there were some weirdos. I was saying last night, they seemed like they was on some kind of Fenty cocktail or something like that. You know what I mean? Because they just seemed out of their mind. They were following them around, harassing them, throwing ish at them. And even a woman who walked by was saying, yo, these guys is on some weirdo-ish, doing some wicked-ish. And finally, you know, they got what they had coming to them. Kind of like what we're talking about with this Mike Tyson situation. Sometimes people deserve to get slap the fuck up. You know what I mean? We're not talking about life-threatening injuries or anything like that. Just a quick, yo, hold that down and think about that, you fucking prick. You know what I mean? But, you know, since then, ASAP's kind of been in the cut until what, over the past year or so, we've been seeing him all over the place with Rihanna, you know, shopping at different events and stuff like that. Just seems like he's kicking back, living the good life. And then we see that he's arrested at LAX. I guess they were both totally shocked by this, didn't see it coming. And, you know, he's charged with a shooting back from November 6, 2021. So at the tail end of 2021, posted that $550,000 bail, just over $500,000. And, you know, reportedly these allegations sound kind of wild, right? Like, they say he's accused of shooting an acquaintance. Like, listen, an acquaintance that they got into an argument. He lost to school and shot the acquaintance. Allegedly, guys, again, always allegedly. These are allegations. This ain't fact. You know, they're going to try to present their case, and ASAP and his legal team is going to, you know, fight the case. But it's like, damn, you got in an argument with an acquaintance? Was this like another situation where someone was fucking with someone and didn't want to leave them alone? Like, that seems to be a reoccurring theme with these news stories that we're covering here. But reportedly, the alleged victim, suffered minor injuries and skated up out of there. So I don't know. Did he allegedly get grazed? Did he allegedly, you know, catch one in the shoulder? Did he allegedly get shot in the ass? Remember?
Now. Oh, yes! Ah, you motherfucker! The next one will kill you. Oh, son of a bitch! You shot me in the ass. Okay, wait. Okay. All right, lift.
Remember, you shot me in the ass, Jake. Like, I don't know what happened here. Kind of wild to hear of some allegations like this. Like, ASAP Rocky always just seems like a chill dude, you know. I can't even, like, comment, guys, just off the top of my head. Didn't really do any digging prior to the video. Has ASAP dropped any music in a while? Like, I feel like it's been a grip. And, you know, why didn't the ASAP mob really drop a lot of music like that? I remember hearing a year or two ago they officially broke up, but I don't know. You know, I like seeing different hip-hop collectives or crews or whatever that, you know, are making a collaborative effort. I like to see when they're able to, you know, coexist and put out something dope together. Oh, yeah, we got to say R.I.P. Yams as well. But that's all we got for now on that situation. ASAP out on that bail. Make sure to, you know, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. We'll definitely update you on this story as well as all the stories we cover. We always try to, you know, keep everyone updated, keep having these conversations, coffee, talking it up, hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions, takes on the different topics we cover. So anyone that's new to the platform here, this your first time, that's what we do over here. We coffee, talk it up. Music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more is what we cover. And that's all I got on this one, guys. So subscribe, hit the comments, let's talk. I'll see you guys later. Peace.